The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to McStabber Studios, Kansas City, A Domain Divided. I am, of course, the storyteller tonight, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I'll be playing Dr. Katarina Rakosi of Clan Zamitzi.
And I'm Dale, and I'll be playing Callum McFarlane of Clan Ventru.
I'm House. I'll be playing Bo Solomon, Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'll be playing Gwen Schultz of the Ministry.
So, welcome to episode 9 of this first season of this chronicle. When we were last with this group, trying to remember what happened. My brain has been fried. Damn. Actually, they had a meeting with Curtis Vance, the Ventru who has, shitbag. We'll put that simply.
Why is there something popped up in front of Dan?
Oh, there is. Look at that. Sending up messages. Look at that. I got to pull that up. There we go. That's why. Look at that. That's funny. I forgot to open my chat list. That's what happened. See? Told you my brain is fried. They actually went and they talked with Curtis Vance, who turns out to be a bigger shitbag than they thought. He has a problem with preying on young women.
Yeah, Cat had to leave the room.
They went from there to go and investigate a mechanic shop where they got hold of a man that really I don't think wanted to be part of this anymore. He didn't want to be party to the problem because they convinced him he needed a career change after kicking in the building. It was a night watch desk for the CIA, FBI, Second Inquisition, somebody like that. No set idea who it is. They didn't say. And Bo, of course, got to have a nice little pleasant talk with his brother. But as we open up here, this is the very next night from that event. The group has gotten a text from Gwen. And they've also gotten from Rashad, who has stated he has no desire to be part of the events going on tonight, probably due to his humanity. But he did provide them the address that matched that phone number they acquired last time. An address that's actually by the country club down in the Sunset Hills West area. It's a home. And I'm going to turn it over to the group as they've gathered in their logistics headquarters. With Gwen returned.
Hi, everybody.
What the hell happened?
I was kidnapped.
Yeah?
When you disappeared, I was just hoping that you had gotten away.
I don't know how, but they saw me still, and they
Cameras, I
used
bet.
probably, and they used a fucking net gun, captured me in a net, and threw me in a van.
They used what?
Like a gun that shoots a net.
Yeah. Jesus
You
Christ.
can't make this shit up.
I know. Holy shit, are you okay?
Yeah, I got out. Like nothing too bad happened. It was just a lot.
What did they do to you?
Most of the time I was kept in a cage. One day I got a note that was, they're moving you tomorrow. I don't know where they were moving me. And there's like, be prepared to run. And the next day when they were moving me, the car crashed, my handcuffs were loose, and I ran.
Not to be patronizing, have you checked for means of being tracked on your person? Just to make sure this is what they were actually hoping for?
Yeah, I mean, I checked. I didn't really find anything.
Okay.
It was also, they didn't drug me like they did before. I think they figured out that didn't work, at least in their favor.
They didn't interrogate you or anything?
I think that might have been the intention of where they were taking me.
So
More of a
you're
controlled environment. I don't know.
right. So you said your cuffs were loose. Were they always loose?
Just then, like, someone was helping me out apparently.
But not that
Then
you
I
could
got the
see.
note. Not that I really noticed.
Were the cuffs electronic?
Don't think so, Shanky.
No,
Okay, yeah.
standard cuffs.
And the car crashed. Was there any indication before the crash what was going on?
No, I didn't even see what happened. It was just like the next thing I knew, felt the crash. And I knew it was my only chance.
So you were in a car?
For that last part, like I said, they
Like
were moving me somewhere.
Like a sedan, you were in the back seat or something?
So it was a van. I was in the back of a van.
Okay. So there could have been someone else in there with you, another kindred that you couldn't see.
I don't think it was a kindred. I feel like if it was a kindred, they would have sussed them out already. Because these are the ones with like the sniper guns and who are able to catch me when I'm invisible. I think that they would have known. Oh, maybe they even have some way of testing.
Was there anyone else like immediately in the same compartment as you, like in the back of the van? Any of their people? Anyone that could have been helping you?
There was one guard. He was injured afterwards. I imagine if he was the one helping me, he might not have been injured, but maybe it was part of the ruse.
Right. Something to think about and maybe chat more about when we have some more time.
Yeah, Kat, turn some papers around to show Gwen. We found the person responsible for the blackmail.
Oh, who's this?
And you can see the paperwork there. Storyteller, please explain who it is.
Yeah, the name that goes with it, it's Zach Delante's the actual name that's linked with it. That's the third name you've been given for this guy.
This is at least one of his aliases.
It's a house in the Sunset Hills West, which is right by the country club. It's a moneyed area for sure. A lot of the houses are, well kept. Some have fences, some don't. It's a nice little place. He runs a data mining company that basically scours the net for data points. Might explain some of the stuff that you've gotten from him.
Mm-hmm.
Or how he got some of his info to run down blackmail targets.
Have to respect how he's probably getting his information. It does make it seem like he's a hunter, yes?
Or at least he's working with the hunters.
I don't think he's one of the local group. If he is, he's probably brought in with the feds.
Probably. Might be a contractor to the feds. Because he's obviously a businessman. But if it was his daughter that got hurt by Vance. Oh, which we had a conversation with Vance in your absence. That guy. It took all I had just to leave the fucking bar before I ripped his throat out.
We'll get him to confess at some.
I'm pretty sure he likely didn't directly kill this guy's daughter, but left her for dead.
Do we know if she actually died or not?
Don't know. Let me do a quick search, and she's going to pull it up.
You pull up looking for obituaries. You find Michelle Delante.
She turns the laptop around.
She died a month ago
Looks like she didn't survive.
after a long hospital stay.
Makes you wonder how many he's done this to.
But then he did it to someone who's a data miner or runs a company that does data mine.
You know, in association with hunters. At a hunter clubhouse.
Yeah.
Biggest fucking moron.
Yeah. So needless to say, that opened up a whole can of fucking worms when he made that big mistake.
I take solace in knowing that he will get his once we get what he knows.
Yeah. Because we have informed the higher-ups.
Have they said what they'll do?
Needless to say, Victoria's people, her thin bloods that she has wearing whatever faces and physiques that they want at any given time. Basically that they are very much willing to eliminate him if we don't get to him first. After he gives his information.
I wasn't sure because if we decide to eliminate every potential Sabbat recruit or things that they've done in the past, I don't think we'd get many.
It's not things he's done in the past. It's stuff
It's stuff he
this.
continues to do.
I agree with this, but I don't know if they'll know that.
I get it. Ultimately, that's not our problem. If directive is that he's free for all, then directive is he's free for all.
He makes enough poor decisions that I'm sure they don't want him anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
and
Masquerade breach waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He's also doing things that I think even this iteration of the Sabbat probably won't tolerate much longer.
Just because it draws too much attention.
Right.
Exactly. For all they do tolerate, I think he probably is teetering on or has certainly crossed the line.
But yeah.
Maybe that's the only reason he wanted to come over.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want him.
Oh, I'm
Well,
pretty
he's
sure.
living longer. His life has been extended more than it's deserved, so.
I would love to get all the names out of him first, though.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So Rashad won't be joining us tonight.
What are we doing?
I'm going to go pay the blackmailer a visit.
And Rashad wants no part of that?
Because I
It's gonna
doubt the
cross some-
blackmailer is going to exist after tonight.
Plausible deniability. Got it.
And yeah. So, yeah. But we do have a lawyer in our pocket. You want a data mining company?
I would not say no. That does suit well.
Good. We might be able to convince him to sign it over to you before he expires.
I'm assuming the word convince is used very loosely here.
Compel.
Or command. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. You in?
Yeah. You know I like getting secrets out of people.
Excellent.
The phone at the logistics building starts ringing at this hour.
Okay, one of the face people need to answer this damn phone until we get a ghoul.
I'll say Callum's probably nearest to the phone. I'll say, go ahead.
Okay. Pick it up.
Hey, assholes. It's a kind of an odd, reedy kind of voice.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one of your friends with me, see? You've been busy, but I've been busy too. You took something from me. I'm taking something from you. I know you're going to come see me. Tick-tock, assholes. You're running out of time. And then the line goes dead.
Okay. I'll relay that to the rest of the group.
Oh, he's cocky. That's funny.
I don't appreciate being hung up on.
I
I
bet
will
you
say it
don't.
doesn't really sound like we needed a face for that. Might have been better not to, Kat. You might have got more out of them.
Well,
True.
next time an asshole calls, we'll make sure I pick up, okay?
Immediately pass it.
Yeah, if I grab it, I'll be like, oh, you're
You
not
want to
looking
talk
for
to
me.
do you want to talk to the doctor? Hang on. All right. Well, the vehicle's loaded up, so we can get going.
Gwen, like I said, as I want you there, we could certainly use you, but you've just been through something. Are you sure?
That's why I asked.
Yeah, no, like I said, I wasn't injured. Yeah, no, I
Okay.
wasn't as bad as it could have been, all things given. Like I said, I think someone there was on my side.
All right.
That's good information to know.
Next time it's something, like his whole shebang has happened to you, just leave your shit behind and buy new shit.
I mean, that's I still do need to find a new place to live. Like this was never resolved. And at this point, maybe I should rent out that old place. That's what we're gonna do.
There
is
you
we're gonna
go. Make
rent
some
it.
money off of it.
All the furniture that's there, they can have it.
Yeah.
Furnishings included.
Yeah.
From a work table on the side where I'm gathering my stuff, I'll say, doctor, and I'll hold up the mace.
Mm. You know what? Actually, even if you're not that skilled in it, you take it tonight.
Okay. And
Because
I'll,
if he has friends, I may need y'all to distract some folks. Okay?
And while I know you have your own scalpels, one of mine, and I'll unfold my bag of knives.
Keep yours to you too. You might have to shank somebody on the way. Okay?
I mean, I have many. I have plenty of knives. An irresponsible amount of knives, but
yeah, because I mean the main thing is if we try to keep it quiet, okay, as best as we can, no gunshots, but keep him and whoever else, because he's a rich guy, probably has security. Keep them engaged.
Right.
So
If you wouldn't mind giving me one of your sharper knives, Bo, I might be able to sneakily get closer and we can see how many I can get without detecting I'm even there.
I keep all my knives sharp, and I will hand her one.
Okay. So you all pile up in the car. I'm going to assume competent. Somebody's at least Google mapped the place.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice sized house out there.
I mean,
It's
I did
awareness.
some touring of the areas looking for real estate when I was finding a rental. So, I generally know that area.
From what you can see on the Google map, you can give me the wits awareness while I'm describing it if you wish.
I'll take half.
From what you're seeing on the map, he's got a gazebo in the backyard. There's a pond in his yard. I mean, it's a nice little place.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Oh, sorry. It unchecked something.
Don't let it do that.
It's awareness.
I'll take half,
There you
which
go.
is 2. That's enough to keep my eyes on the road.
While you're driving.
While I'm driving.
I got it. Got to do that when you're driving.
Yeah, just keep my eyes on the road. Everybody else. can
Holy
look
shit,
for
Gwen.
everything else.
Damn, Gwen. 8 with
I
a
know.
crit. You're
Wait,
really not being ambushed
I
this time.
willpowered, Shanky.
Oh,
I
sorry.
willpowered.
11 with a
11.
crit. You are
Who
not
needs, who
being
needs a shot?
ambushed tonight.
No.
It's funny because y'all do all the recon stuff when I'm not here, and Gwen has the best wits
I
awareness.
know.
Yeah.
God damn, starting off with a bang. I like that.
I love it. I'm here for it.
So as you're heading over there, I think y'all discussed most of what you need to discuss, or you think you got anything else in the car drive?
Gwen's new
Yeah.
nickname is Gwen Sharp Eye Schultz.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother willpowering that after 11. Jeez.
She's literally got eyes in the back of her head tonight.
Yeah.
So are we going in
Oh no, he's expecting us. We just ring
blam
the
through
fucking
the front
bell.
door?
Yeah.
I'm just going to knock. Cool. Okay.
As you get close to the house, as you're pulling up to it, what wasn't shown on the Google map, probably because of when it was done, is the fact that he's got a 12-foot high metal fence around the whole place, complete with a reinforced gate.
Sure his neighbors love that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. The gate's got one of those little electronic voice lock or voice boxes that you can talk and put a code in. Gwen, you had 8 with a crit. I'm going to give you this one without anyone else looking. Gwen, you notice that there's a thin wire run right along the top of the chain link fence. You're pretty sure it's electrified.
It's electric, just so y'all know.
Okay. And I'm going to grab a pin from the console
Okay.
to push the button.
Okay. And as you're walking up to the house, I mean, it's nice high fence. The man obviously has a thing for statues. The yard is full of statues that look like monsters fighting heroes
Before
of
we
old.
go in,
Excuse me, Gwen?
before we go in, can I do Silence of Death and Unseen Passage and Eyes of Beast?
Go ahead. Only one you need to rouse check for is Unseen Passage. Yep. And you were successful. This is your night. Gwen's on it. I don't think she liked being taken prisoner. And
So you said chain link fence,
yeah,
Shanky?
it's a metal fence. I'm not going to say it's chain link. It's the kind that have the bars that are about this wide, the big
Okay.
long bars. Now, the funny
Gotcha.
thing is, right by the front door is a large statue. You kind of swear it's Hercules of all fucking people. The guy has a thing that he's doing here.
Yeah.
There is
anything?
a bike tipped against the side of the house in one spot, which doesn't really match the rest of the architecture. There's beach chairs that you can see on the side of the house by the pond. It just seems to be odd. There's an incongruity to it. The house itself, though, is a strange mix of farmhouse and Greco-Roman style. It is a hideous looking house from the outside, though it is immaculately maintained in terms of there's nothing on the windows. There's, the windows are clean, the yard's clean, the paint is perfect. But there is a light on upstairs where you see movement. Every once in a while, a shadow goes across it. It's obviously more than one person because it's two different sized shadows.
Is the door cracked open for us or is it closed?
Nope, it's closed right now. You do have the little box that you can push to.
Yeah, I'll push the box.
Before you do that,
Okay.
can we have like a quick look around the house to see if there's anything else? Or like with the 11, is there anything else directly with the house?
Yeah, if we could
that's,
take like a
other ways in, any like traps anywhere,
From outside,
cameras.
you see
or like a little cruise around, drive by to get a look,
you can see it's got a front door and a back door. No other doors to it. The garage is detached. It's not an attached garage. It's a rather large detached garage. So there's no entry from there. There is movement in the pond. Like there's something in it moving, but probably big fish. You do notice a pair of dog houses out back though, but no dogs are visible.
Minimal windows, I take it?
It's got multiple windows.
Okay.
11. I'll give you with 11. They appear to be, you're not sure it's glass you're looking at for the windows. There's a very good chance it based on the way the light's reflecting, it could be bulletproof Lexan on his windows.
Oh.
I wanted to actually take a look at the garage to look in the windows of the garage since it's a standalone garage.
You have to get inside first, inside the fence. The garage is inside the fence.
I thought
too.
we were inside the fence.
No, you haven't. She said before you push the button, she wanted to scout around.
There's a closed gate.
I meant the door. Sorry. Like I thought we had walked up to the door.
I thought we'd walked
Nope,
up.
you haven't pushed the button.
No,
yet.
we can't get in yet. There's a
Right.
gate around this whole place.
Okay.
You were saying we were walking up to the
Yeah,
house.
when you push the button, it's kind of you can hear the speakers kind of odd. It's not quite right. It's really distorted, but the guy's voice comes back. Tell me this, you blood-sucking son of a bitches. How many pints can a 115-pound girl lose before she becomes brain damaged?
I answered the question because I'm a doctor. I know this.
You hear the door click. The gate clicks and it starts swinging open.
I walk in.
Do any of us get that reference?
His daughter?
Yeah, it was his daughter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Would explain her long time in the hospital before death.
They tried to transfuse her, but the damage was already done.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're coming up, you get halfway between the gate and the front door. When the front door swings open, two large shapes come barreling out. They're German shepherds, but they seem to be oversized. They're frothing at the mouth a bit as they come charging out of the door towards you all. Your guess is these are not normal dogs. Somebody's been
Breeding.
ghouling, feeding vampire blood to dogs. You've seen this before.
Am I able to compel non-human creatures?
No.
No.
You
Okay.
have to have animalism for that.
Yep. You'd have to
Gotcha.
be able to talk with them.
And I don't have that yet. All right, so here we go. I still have my whole shape change where I'm stronger and a bit quicker. Because I didn't go full strength. I mixed it between strength and dex. I am going to. I also have my armor. And I am going to use feral weapons.
Okay. You're going to use your feral weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to rouse for it. I'm not going to make it take combat or anything. You can still, since they're running towards you, you can meet them with your claws after growing them.
I got a little hungry. I might eat a dog. Um,
And your beast actually speaks tonight. It's your grandmother's voice. It does this just to annoy you many times. They must respect their master. Teach them that respect.
I will, once the claws come out, I will rush the dogs to engage them first. And I will immediately backhand one across the snout.
Okay. Give me your dex brawl, and then everybody else will get an action.
Wouldn't that be strength?
Or strength brawl. Well, you can use either one. Strength or dex. It's up to you.
I will surge brawl for this whole scene because, yeah. I'm going to willpower. Nope.
You got 4.
And I got a little hungrier surging my brawl.
So you can't surge brawl. You surge strength.
Yeah, I surge strength then.
Yep. Actually, you need to re-roll that. You rolled dex.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did.
I picked the wrong one.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to roll dex. That's not your forte.
Really? What was that?
Maybe she did.
Yep. Make sure since you're going to willpower again, you get reset the willpower you'd used before.
I will.
Still got to make sure you roll the right one.
Oof.
Yeah, I got 3.
Still, the same result. When you go to hit it, the dog seems to be moving faster than it should. It leaps back, but in its over eagerness to leap back, it actually leaps back far enough that it can't recover in time to attack this turn.
Okay.
It actually jumps much further than it expected. It's clear that this dog is not used to being
That fast or that dangerous. Mm-hmm.
the way it is right now.
Mhm.
The other dog, though, it does manage to get hold of you based off your roll, because that's what we use for this first round on you. It beats you by 2. It gets its damage bonus, but it's halved because vampire.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any armor, though, right?
Yes, I do.
That's right. You gave yourself 1 point of armor.
Yeah.
You take 1 damage as the dog bikes onto your leg. You take 1 point.
Okay.
Yep. Now, what is the rest of the group doing while these dogs are contained by Katarina?
Is there anything else coming out the door?
No.
If Gwen, couple questions, or first question, if Gwen like throws a rock or something, does that break?
Yes.
Okay, Gwen's gonna go inside. She's gonna stand right inside the door, but she's gonna go inside.
Okay. So Gwen's going to use this chance to get inside. Okay.
Absolutely. That's what Gwen needs to do because she's unseen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to go. Callum, what were you doing?
Yeah, so seeing that situation, I will just pull out my Gladius and move toward Cat.
Okay. You're going to make an attack?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me either strength melee or dex melee. Pick one. Either one. And I'm going to roll for the one you're attacking. He has 1 less die.
Yeah, dex melee.
Okay. Yep. He gets 1 less die now because Cat engaged them both. So they have 1 less die when dealing with you.
And I'm doing the one that's not on her. I'm assuming she can handle the one that she's got.
Now, the thing is, both of them tried to do an attack. So with that case, it means even if they beat you, they don't damage you this turn.
Okay.
But you managed to do 3 with a bladed weapon. Let me look at the weapon table real quick. Let's see. It's not a light piercing. I'd put it more like a +2 damage, or good +2, because it's not a fire axe or a broadsword. So it's +2 damage. You have a margin of 2. Which means a 4 damage based on your weapon. This sword, your gladius, cuts into the dog. Now, this is a German Shepherd. He may be beefed up, but he's still just a German Shepherd.
Just a German Shepherd.
Yeah. So my plan would be what I would try to do would be to stab him and try to drive him to the ground and drive the sword into the ground if I could.
The dog is not, it expires immediately.
Okay.
I'm trying not to
Glorify it.
glorify
Right.
this. This is
Yeah.
None of us
just figured it would
enjoy
be a
harming
lot.
animals, okay?
Yeah.
I just
Appreciate
figured it would be a lot harder to kill
it's
a fool.
unfortunate that this was done to them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is not
It's going to be upset that this happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real upset too.
Bo's turn.
So is this the one that was attacking, that was latched to Cat that you got, or the other
No,
one?
you got the other one.
I got the other one.
Okay. I will try and go for the one that is latched on.
Okay.
On Cat. Like I said, having worked on a
He's
farm.
being an ankle biter.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and give me either dex melee or strength melee if you're using your knife. And since you have you're
I
a
have a
chef,
knife.
don't you have a specialization there? Yep. So you
I have
get
a
an extra
specialty
die.
in knives.
Yep. So you can hit the little +1 at the bottom of your
Yep.
screen. Get you a bonus die.
Oh, Jesus.
1. Yeah, 1's not enough. You come in.
Can I?
Willpower. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna get it. You know. Gula Pomeranian, Gwen.
No. A Doberman. That's a good one, too.
If it won't let you hit the willpower button on your character sheet, just grab
Roll
three
dice.
Roll 3 dice. Yep.
As a player, I've always wanted a Doberman, and I'm never going to get one in real life because
4.
Brandon doesn't like big dogs. So I'm going to live vicariously.
4. That is enough.
Bo, I would say Bo, having worked on a farm, had to unfortunately put down animals in his time
He
as a
does it
chef.
as humanely as possible.
Yeah, he's looking for the quick spot.
Rather than draw this whole thing out, I'm going to say that is enough to incapacitate the dog. And then you can give it a merciful end if you wish.
Right.
We don't have to roll for that. Gwen, as you're stepping into the place, the entryway that you've stepped into, it's a big hall. The ceiling, instead of being a ceiling above you, it's a vaulted ceiling that has rather large wooden beams that go across it. Extremely large wooden beams, but you can see all the way up to the roof line from where you are inside it. Stretching down the hall is, of course, you can see the kitchen up ahead. You also see 2 doors that come off it up ahead of you too. But it seems there's not much in this hallway. You can see a table there. There's no keys or anything left on it. Oddly enough, there is a skateboard beside the door, just sitting there, leaned against the door. It looks like somebody has removed all the personal knickknacks and effects that show the family living there, but it's still a people's house.
Is there any sign of like activity other than like the lights we saw earlier upstairs?
No. None at all. Are you going to keep moving your head, or are you going to wait for the rest of the group to come in?
She's gonna stay there, but also like, does she see any like dangers potentially?
I'm going to make you roll again because now you're in a darkened house. You can see very well, at least.
Eyes of the beast. Yeah.
Yep.
I see, Shanky. You just don't want my 11.
Well, it's a whole new situation.
I'm kidding.
Unfortunately.
I'm kidding.
Now,
I still have Dex surged.
Yep.
Or Wit surge. Sorry. No, you got me saying Dex.
now here's the funny thing. I mean, you can see there's a grandfather clock ticking in the hallway. It is the oddest thing that if you're coming into this place and he knows you're there, but this is a house that people live in. This is a family's house.
Hey, that's 7. That's still good.
It's very good, actually. You see it's about knee height. It's stretched in front of you. It's seems to be a small silk thread that runs all the way across, about knee high.
Can Gwen go and dismantle whatever it's attached to?
It actually is attached to that damn grandfather clock of all things. You can cut it if you want, if you have a knife. It's just a thin piece of thread.
Yeah, but it's there because if you break it, something bad's gonna happen.
It's thread, it's not wire. So
Yeah, if you pull against it, it'll pull the trigger, but if you just break it, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, she'll cut it.
okay, and you cut that, and it just kind of falls to the floor. And you all come in just to see Gwen cutting something.
Yeah. And Kat is single-minded of purpose, going right up them fucking stairs.
Let's see.
And she flips on Eyes of the Beast as she does it, because it's dark in this motherfucker.
It is dark. It is definitely dark. As you're going to go up the stairs, let me see here. Give me a second. I need you to roll. Well, you need to roll Dex Athletics as you start to go up the stairs.
Sure. She might be taking them two at a time.
The house have any second floor decks, balconies, anything
Not
like
that
that
you could see. Well, I mean, there's some
near that?
from outside the Roman style. There is a on the back side of the house. There is one. It's a little bit high up. This place has the full
No,
12
whatever
foot
happens
ceilings.
is going to happen because Kat only got one success.
As Kat's going up the stairs, you all hear, it almost sounds like a twang noise, and a rake comes swinging down from the beams above, catching. You got a success, at least. If you had no successes, it'd be much worse. The rake actually has wooden stakes attached to the tine. You take one superficial damage from it.
Okay.
Because you got a success, so that's enough to ensure that one of the tines didn't hit your heart.
I am going to take my strength and yank it from the fucking ceiling.
Okay, you yank. I mean, it doesn't come hard.
And then I'm going to throw it over the fucking stairs and keep going.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this actually Kevin McAllister's home that we're in?
Seems like it, and you know what? It's fine.
Exactly what I was
All
thinking.
that
when
does is piss her off further because he fucking gave vampire blood to dogs. She's going to murder him.
What is everybody else doing while you see Kat going? You saw this rake come down and catch Kat, and she just kind of pulls it out and chucks it. What's everybody else doing?
This guy's pissing off the wrong person, Callum.
I'm actually right behind her because I'm pissed.
Yes, I love this.
Gwen.
And Bo, you would have known that I would have loved dogs in my past life.
Yeah.
This guy just forced me to kill one.
Yeah.
So
Gwen, based on
Bo's just like rubbing his temples like, oh, this guy.
based on 7, Gwen, you see movement after that rake came from the wooden beams, the thick-ass wooden beams. There's movement up there.
Gwen gestures wildly at the group and points upstairs, or points at the beams.
Now, for those that don't understand, the viewers in particular, the way I do Unseen Passage is, because it is not really invisibility, it's a mental power. It tells people not to see me. If Gwen lets her friends know she's there, they know she's there. They can see her because they're aware. But until she reveals herself to the new people that may be hiding in here, she doesn't show up to them yet. So they will see her gesturing, even though she's Unseen Passage, until she gives herself away. And cutting a thread, unless they could see the thread get cut, that wouldn't break her Unseen Passage because you wouldn't see the thread get cut.
Mm-mm.
And Shanky, outside of Bo rubbing his temples exasperatedly, he would have activated heightened senses. He is while other stuff is activated, he's specifically looking for like booby trap, like ticking sounds or weird smells, like abnormal sounds and smells.
You hear the rustle of clothes from above you all of a sudden, and the unmistakable click of a firearm safety being removed.
He has a gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn toward that and look where Bo's.
Well, you didn't
looking.
hear it, Callum. You don't have the heightened senses, do you?
Oh no. I was just looking where Bo's
I
looking
would've-
because I know he has it.
Gwyn
I
is
would've-
pointing, like gesturing and pointing.
Do you get Kat's attention, or is she going to keep going up the stairs without noticing?
I don't think it matters, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna look at the rafters, but continue walking backwards up the stairs.
I would have attempted, but I'm not trying to be loud. But I feel like Kat has the
Kat
blinders
doesn't have a
on.
gun, so she can't do anything about the guy with the gun. Somebody
Right,
else
yeah.
has to do something about the guy with the gun. I'm heading to where the lights are.
Well, when you get
Yeah.
up to the top of the stairs, you're about level with those wooden beams,
Hmm.
and you're staring down the barrel of 2 rifles,
Excellent.
one on each beam, and they open fire before you get a reaction to it. I would let you do Dex Athletics because you have been,
This time I'm going to switch my surge then and search Dex.
okay, you can do that. The people you see up there, you can clearly see behind the guns, the skull with a knife logo pinned to
these
their
guys.
collar. It's 2 of the hunters are up there.
That's 5.
Okay. As the guns go off, Kat throws herself back down the stairs about 3 steps, and all the guns go off and shoot over her head.
And now, before they can get another shot, I'm going to rush up on those beams and knock one of them in the floor.
Okay, that's going to be a little bit harder. You'll have to pull yourself up, but
And now we can see them though.
Yeah.
yeah, now they're obviously up there. The beams were wide enough. I said they're wide beams that they were basically laying flat on them, waiting for someone to come up the stairs.
Or I'll shove myself into a beam to make it collapse.
That you won't be able to do.
Okay, so if I can't do that, I'm going after one of
Okay,
them.
you're going to go up on the beam?
Mhm.
If it's wide enough to hide a human body, it's wide enough to fight on.
Yeah, it is. And I'll
Okay.
kick him
And
right in the
I'll fire
fucking
at the other
face.
one.
So go ahead and give me a give me your brawl roll.
Okay. Three.
Just say I'm
3.
Yeah,
You
I ain't
kick
got
the
that.
guy, and he tumbles off. He
Good.
does tumble off, but he doesn't fall all the way to the floor. He's fastened to the beam by a rope with a. I'm trying to think of what it's called. A climber's break.
Okay.
So he doesn't fall like plummet,
When I can take another turn,
Yep.
I know what I can.
but he's hanging from the bottom of the beam now.
And he's lost his gun, I'm sure.
Yeah, the gun's up there.
Yeah.
The rest of the group, you heard the gunshots. What are you doing?
I'm firing at the other one.
Okay. You breaking your gun out?
Yeah.
Callum pulls out a hand cannon, a literal fucking hand cannon.
One of them fell.
He's hanging
You
from
said-
the rope. Yes.
He's like
He's
dangling.
hanging. He didn't fall all the way.
He's about to
Okay.
fall because Cat has very sharp fucking claws, and there's a
I have
room.
I have a question. I was thinking about this. If you're throwing a knife, what would that be?
That is athletic skill.
That's athletics.
And it's not strength. It has to be dex athletics because you're throwing.
Yeah, I figured dex. I just wasn't sure what the skill was. Gwen will probably go up the stairs
Okay.
and try and sneakily stab someone.
Okay. So it's going to take you a bit to get up the stairs because you got to run all the way up.
Yeah.
So, Callum, you can give me your firearm skill. You're going to shoot the guy dangling,
No, I'm shooting the other one.
the other one. Okay. Give me either composure firearms or dex firearms, either one. It's whether it's hand-eye coordination or whether you got
Okay.
that whole zen, steady yourself holding the pistol game going.
Yeah.
I let people do both. The rules say composure firearms, but I can tell you at close ranges, hand-eye coordination plays a big
Did it
part
not-
too, more
Did
than
it not
composure.
roll?
No,
I guess it didn't roll.
Nope,
No.
you got to make sure you put it on the,
The chat.
yeah. Damn,
Nice.
2 successes. But
And then is that just because of my inexperience? Is that something that I would need to willpower?
You
or-
can.
you can,
You can roll two
because
if
he's
you
on a
like.
beam, you have a penalty to your successes because the odds of hitting the beam are higher. 2's probably, it'd be probably a good idea to willpower that.
Okay. So just hit the SP.
Yep. And hopefully it'll work. Sometimes it doesn't. It's based on whether you've done anything else after. 3. The bullet hits the beam next to him, causing him to flinch. And he rolls off the beam, caught by his climber's brake, and is now hanging as well.
Because this is the Scrub League. Yeah.
It's going to be difficult to fight hanging from the beam. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Now, Kat's above them both. Bo, what are you doing?
Are they in punching distance of each other?
They're hanging from 2 different beams? Probably not.
I was going to say, even if they attempt to punch each other, they will fall, so it will still be effective, even if they're
the
nowhere
brake
near each other.
is engaged already, so yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But they have no guns. The guns, the shock of being coming off the beams, they don't have their weapons with them.
Are they like stuck to something or
to the beam above?
They're stuck. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they could probably release themselves.
Oh, they can.
Come
Right
up
now
with a
they're
knife
just
and
hanging.
cut one of the ropes so they fall.
Yeah.
Or just stab them while they're hanging.
Or stab
It's
them while
hard to
they're
defend yourself when you're hanging like that.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't know what the bottleneck was like up there. Like,
No, do it from there.
I'm not on the stairs anymore. I'm on a fucking...
No, you can just stab up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. I'll stab up.
Yeah, just stab up. You can reach them. They're hanging about midway down from the second floor. So
I get it. You're fine. Don't apologize.
I get it. Yeah, you can stab up.
Visualizing.
Go ahead and stab up.
Stab
Stab
him.
one.
Fuck it.
There's a lot going on. It's
Yeah, there is.
fine.
This is one success. That's a wild stab. That's not enough unless you're going to
I'm not
willpower.
willpowering this.
No.
You're not.
I'll let our fighters deal with
No.
this.
So you're stabbing at the body, and he's swinging a little bit from falling, and you kind of
Miss him.
miss him because of the swing.
It's like a Penny Hill episode.
But now we get to go back to it. Needless to say, these guys are going to be busy fumbling with their climber
gear.
brake to try to
Yeah.
stop.
So now that it's back my turn, I'm going to take my claws and swipe at one rope, and then I'll go to the other and swipe.
You can get one done this turn.
Okay, so
So you get the one that you
Mhm.
kicked, you cut his rope, and you all see him. He's fumbling with this thing trying to release his brake, and then suddenly, poof, he falls. Let's see, that put it about, he fell about 7 feet, which isn't enough to really hurt him as much, but it does kind of stun him a bit because he wasn't expecting to land. So I'm only going to give him 1 die for defense this turn, for sure. Gwen, you're on
Okay, so-
top of
well,
the stairs.
Seeing how that is pretty much in hand and Gwen is not a fighter, she's going to start looking upstairs for any more traps, anything more unexpected.
Okay. I'll come back to you. Callum, your hand cannon. And when I say it's a
Yes.
hand cannon, for people to understand, he's pulled out a Desert Eagle.
love a deagle.
It's the one that's most comfortable in my hands.
I believe it.
Big hands, big gun.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I will move up behind Gwen, and I'm
Up the stairs.
paying close attention to her as far as where she's looking, because I figure she'll spot any problems as we move up, and I'll move toward the room.
Okay. You're going to go up. You're not going to shoot one of the guys laying there? The guy
I
hanging or the
figured
guy laying?
these two are capable, but yeah, I'll
You can do
I'll
both. You
shoot.
can shoot as you're walking up. I'm not going to say
Okay.
you have to stand still the whole time.
You can
'cause
shoot the one still hanging, shoot him right in the fucking
Yeah,
head.
I'm gonna shoot
you got
the
an
one
unmoving
still-
guy on the ground and one hanging. The guy on the ground, you can literally walk by and just point your gun down as you walk past.
Right.
Okay, I will do that, and I'll just keep walking.
Yeah, just
Like I don't give
contemptuously
a
point your
shit.
gun as you go by.
Like, not even
Yeah.
worth the effort. Oof.
Because
Oh my god!
because I'm a fair and judicious player, though, with my heightened senses up, would I have eardrums anymore?
No, your heightened senses is gone now for hearing.
Yeah.
You don't hear much of shit.
No, because you've already heard shots.
Yeah,
Your
your ears are fucked.
ears are fucked. You can still see pretty good.
Yeah, but your ears are fucked right now.
Smell pretty good, but the hearing is done.
Probably a lot
I'll
of
be like,
gunpowder.
"Ooh."
Probably a lot of gunpowder I'm smelling too.
Yeah.
Three is enough.
I got 3 on that one.
You hit the guy on the ground. That's enough to kill him.
Yeah.
The gun itself has a rather large bonus for weapon damage. It's considered a heavy gunshot, so that's 4. So with 3, you had 6 damage.
Fuck, Callum.
That's enough to have killed. Yeah, all you hear, Bo, is ringing at this point. Time to pull an archer and start going.
Fuck keeping it quiet now. We just got to roll in and get it done and get the fuck out.
That guy's not getting up.
Okay.
Bo, what are you doing as your ears are hurting?
What? What are we? What? What?
Remind me to ask Victoria for a silencer for this.
This way? And I'll just go. I'll go follow Gwen.
Like Gwen gestures to shut up.
You're just leaving the guy hanging there. He's just, let him hang.
That's fine. If the other guy is basically stunned, Kat will run down the steps and go feed off of him.
At the very least, I will distract anyone from Gwen.
So Kat runs down. Give me your Dex Brawl to grab him before he can start scrambling because he's unhooking his thing. He only has 1 success, so it shouldn't be hard for you to get enough to get a hold on him. That's enough.
Okay.
3. You get hold of him and you're just going to start drinking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How far are you willing to drink him?
3.
You're taking 3. Ooh, okay. That's not enough to kill him, but that's enough to... He needs hospitalization or he dies.
Not my problem. I go upstairs.
Gwen, as you're looking down the hallway, top of the stairs, there's a nice little landing. And there's a series of rooms. You can see the doors. All of them are closed. There's, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and a door at the end of the hallway. There seems to be a noise from the door on the left, though.
Is that where the light was?
No, your guess is the lights at the end. But the noise you're hearing sounds like crying.
Gwen points at the door and like shrugs as in like an I don't know what this is.
You open it.
If Gwen opens it, her things gets unactivated.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Do I smell anything funny?
Gunpowder in the air, blood.
I can ask Bo to open the door, and I can.
Okay.
Gwen can do it. Like, so here's the thing: is Gwen can do it because like no one's here, and I can redo it all. I'm just letting you know.
You just
Okay. Well, I don't want you to break it if it's.
If you're gesturing for Bo to open the door, Bo will open the door.
Okay.
Okay. So when you open the door, it appears to be a kid's room. Based on the size of the bed, the jackets, there are decorations in this, but there's a TV on.
Okay. What's on the TV?
And the TV is showing, well, it's a person in a chair. Immediately, Bo and Callum recognize the person in the chair. Ashton Holmes, your assistant general manager, is strapped to a chair. He seems to be bleeding from cuts on his legs, cuts on his arms, cuts around his eyes.
Man, you guys are just trying to piss me off tonight.
And the guy is begging. You don't see who is there with him, but he's begging somebody off camera to spare him. Right here, everybody, we're going to go to break. I think we need to break this because otherwise the rest of the scene is going to take quite a while. So we're going to go to break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Kat has put down and dealt with one of the Second Inquisition after kicking his ass off, or not second, the Hunters, the Brush League, after kicking him off the beam and taking a rake to the chest like Home Alone. Callum callously just shot the guy as he walked by. Bo wiffle batted his knife in the air, and Gwen, with eagle eyes, Gwen Just seeing everything. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Please enjoy the break, people. Welcome back. Before the breakup, well, Gwen returned. She had a bit of a story to tell, a very odd story. They didn't even interrogate her, which, wonder why. And then they went after the blackmailer, thanks to Rashad getting the info through his law firm of where the guy lived. The guy seems to have a thing for Roman architecture and statues, including a Hercules by the door. He sent
It's Greek, not Roman.
Greek, sorry. He sent some dogs after the coterie, which isn't nice to the doggies.
No, not at all.
They were ghouled and
Just sent out his fodder.
Yeah.
Cat is pissed.
they come into
So
the
is
house,
Callum.
dealt with. Gwen noticed right away one booby trap, which, damn, too bad. I was waiting for him to set that one off because it would have been a flower bomb. For those who don't know what a flower bomb is where you shoot in a flower and then it ignites it. So it makes a fireball come out. They missed that one. But Kat did find the Home Alone rake on the stairs that swung down and hit her in the chest with wooden stakes that happened to all Mr. Hart. And then they dealt with the Brush League hunters up there and, well, Brush League hunters. I think that's all I need to say at that. Now they've stepped into a boy's room, obviously a young boy's room, based on the decorations, but in the room was a TV playing a video of Ashton Holmes, which is the assistant GM of the restaurant where Callum and Bo work or run and own, tied to a chair. Obviously, he's been carved a bit by somebody. And as you're watching this video, you see the back of somebody come into camera. And when they get into the camera, Ashton picks his legs up off the floor and tries to pull his legs away from the guy. Saying, I don't know what you're doing. Why? It sounds like this is coming from down the hall based on the delay you're hearing with it. Now, Bo, you have come up the stairs. Your eardrums were damaged by Callum's .50 caliber while you had heightened senses, but you have healed your wounds. You've roused the blood to force your eardrums to de-rupture themselves. A little bit painful. You had to pop your ears a bit afterwards to clear it out, but you can hear. It's still a little muted, but you can hear at least. So what is everybody doing?
Kat's coming up the stairs, and as she does so, she has healed her 2 superficial wounds.
Okay.
And
You
then
said
she
it
is
sa-
immediately
Oh, sorry, I thought you were
going
done.
to the room that had the light on from the
At
outside.
the end of the hall? Yes. Gwen?
Is that where the sounds are coming from? You said we could hear it
You
like
think so, yes.
real time. Okay, yeah. Gwen will kind of get closer and try and explore, see what else is in the hall.
Just the other
Like-
closed doors.
Okay.
I will follow Gwen, and if there's a door she'd like me to open, I will do so she doesn't have to.
The sounds seem to be coming from the one at the end of the hallway.
If Kat gets
And-
to it first, she's going to bust the door in.
Of
And
course.
does it sound like that's where Ashton is, or he's in another location entirely?
There's crying and sobbing coming from that door, behind that door for sure.
Gwen's gonna check the other rooms. Actually,
Okay.
Gwen's gonna gesture to take Bo to the surrounding rooms just to make sure we don't get jumped. Or
So as
Right.
everybody else is down there at the
I'm going to be right behind
waiting
Kat.
at the door, Kat's about to kick it in.
Mhm.
Gwen peeks in one room, seems to be a girl's room, though there's not much left in it. You can tell by maybe the bed. You only glance in quickly at that room. One of the other rooms is a bathroom, obviously. It seems to be empty too. And you're just, I don't think you're searching the rooms. You're just peeking in to make sure they're empty.
yeah, make sure there's no one waiting there.
And in the other room, it's a guest bedroom of some kind. But as you've all gathered into all, Kat, you're going to kick in the door.
Mhm.
The first thing you notice, this must be the master bedroom. It's rather large.
Mhm.
But cowering at the back, they're huddled on the bed together now, is a boy probably about 13 and a woman you'd put in her 40s, sobbing and crying. in that room.
Kat has, of course, her eyes of the beast, so she looks like a motherfucking monster, and she just says,
And they scream even louder, hysterically.
Where is he?
All they can do is scream, "Don't kill me."
I'm not. Where is he?
Give me a manipulation persuasion roll.
Okay, this will be fun. I have 3 total in that. Hey, but I got 2 successes. She's not trying to be nice.
I know. They're not coming. They're still screaming. Some of the sobs you were hearing from there, that's all you can hear right now. But Gwen, scouting the rooms, going by your earlier successes because you rolled it in the scene, somebody's coming up the stairs. You can hear them.
Gwen quickly points to the stairs.
Hey, Kat, you don't see her point because you're in the room.
But Bo does for
Bo
sure.
does.
I don't know if
Callum
Callum's
does.
in yet. Okay.
I'm gonna cautiously put my hand on Kat. Kat, let me handle this, please.
She snarls and turns.
Can I use awe to try and calm them down a little bit?
Sure.
Be a more of a calming presence?
Sure. Go ahead. That is a good use of all, actually. You will roll your manipulation presence. I will roll theirs. Their opposed roll.
Presence. Where the hell are you?
And as you're rolling that, Kat, as you turn from the mother and son sitting there, you see the damnedest fucking thing come up the stairs.
Am I blind? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
A man with a cleaver in his hand wearing a gimp suit has come staggering, and I say staggering, up the stairs. The gimp suit is zipped closed. All you see is a pair of bloodshot eyes staring out at you.
And I'm going to...
The fuck is this?
So we'll come back to you, Bo, with your roll.
I mean, Kat's she's got a point of armor. She's got her fucking feral weapons. If this guy comes at her, she's going to
he's
flip him a shred.
brandishing a cleaver coming towards you.
Yeah, but is he coming up like he's aggressive? Or
Oh, yeah. He's staggering and stumbling. He's not very coordinated, but he's obviously aggressive. He's muttering something, but you don't hear. It's a snarl coming, but the gimp suit, it's zipped closed. You don't hear shit what he's saying. You just, hear making noises.
She's just going to
I
punch
can
him.
empathize.
Hold on. Is the cleaver strapped to his hand or is he holding
He's
it?
holding it.
Okay.
She's just going to punch him to knock his ass out.
Okay. I will roll opposed. He's going to roll his it's not dex. He's rolling strength melee with his cleaver versus Kat with her stepping up to meet him.
Yeah, that's 4.
4. The cleaver comes down, but the guy's uncoordinated. And you just sidestep that and deliver a good punch right to his gut. Now, you only had a margin of 1 on him, but you're using feral weapons. So that's 3 damage.
My hope was to incapacitate him, to knock him out.
Okay, so you're not doing the feral weapon, so it's only 1 damage, non-lethal.
Yeah, straight to the fucking noggin.
And the guy just staggers a bit. This close to him, I'm gonna roll this one for you. I want to see.
I
if
don't
you can
trust
pick it
that
up.
this guy is actually a threat.
That was my feeling too.
Kat, you pick up something about him saying maybe blood feed me in that gimp suit now that you're that close to him.
Can I pull the zipper now that I'm this close?
Sure, I'll let you pull the zipper. When you pull the zipper, his mouth is bloody. It looks like he's been gnawing on his own lip. But you can clearly hear him now that the zipper's open. He's saying, "Vampire, feed me blood."
Who the fuck are you?
And roll me your, his cleaver comes to hit you again.
Okay. I'll hit him again if he tries.
Oh yeah, he's trying, so go ahead and swing at him.
Not how I thought this night was going.
Oh yeah, this time you're using your claws, or you just trying to just keep pummeling him down?
Do I recognize him at all?
No.
Does anybody here recognize him?
He's got a gimp suit on his head unzipped. There's no way you'd recognize a face in that.
Do we recognize why he's saying what he is and acting the way he is?
Yeah.
Give me wits or intelligence. Occult works.
Ooh, do I have a cult? Oh, I don't have a cult. So
I have
somebody
a
else roll
cult.
that.
Oh, and I've still been surging with. Oh, yeah. I fucking love Gwen.
This is your night, Gwen. Damn.
I fucking love Gwen.
This is your night. 5 successes. Back when you were in Chicago. Back when you were dealing with Marcel. You've seen this. He took a ghoul, starved him for blood, gave him barely enough, starved him for human food too. And somehow, because of the way they were barely giving him blood, you saw something similar to this, to where it is a ghoul that has been twisted by the need for blood. It's not normal. Most of the time, if the ghouls don't get blood, they just lose the ghouldom. But in this case, no. This is a ghoul that has gone bad.
Is there anything like possibility of coming back from it?
They'd probably always be psychologically damaged.
Gwen will kind of just like shake her head at Kat. It's like there's nothing we can do.
All right, this time it's the feral weapons. I'm going to go for his throat.
Okay, well, you got 4 before that was while Gwen was looking. So you punched him again, and he doubled over. This time it doubled over. You've done a total now of 5 non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
He's not out, but he's currently doubled over at this point after the punch.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'll roll one more attack.
Okay.
Where are my dice rolls tonight? If you're any.
I got 3.
While he's doubled over, using your claws, it's not hard for you just to grab the back of him and jam your claws up in him.
Yeah.
And the guy just collapses in the floor. Bo, you're trying to calm him down. I'm going to say you're blocking their view of what just happened. So
I might have closed the door slightly going in after Kat left as well.
So they don't see what's going on. And they do calm down some because of your use of awe and your calming voice and them not staring at the red-eyed monster that came in the room with claws for hands.
Right.
That might have helped a little too, maybe. And we let us go. We don't want to die, please.
I promise you, you have my word. We are not here to hurt you, but our friend was taken. Have you seen someone? And I would describe, I apologize. What was his name again?
Ashton.
Zach's crazy. He's always been a little paranoid, but then when Michelle died, he lost his shit and he got worse.
I understand.
Just torturing that man.
Where?
You promise you'll let us go?
If you stay here, you will be safe once we're gone. Do not leave the room until we leave, and you will not be harmed.
And she points at, well, looks like it's a chest of drawers that is against the wall. She points at it. Behind that.
And I will point to a corner further away. Go, stay in this corner. I promise you, we will not harm you.
And they've calmed down enough. They go and they kind of huddle in the thing. The wife looks at you. please don't. He's not right after she died. Don't hurt him. He didn't used to be like this.
I'm not going to lie to you. That is all dependent on him. If we have to protect ourselves, we will.
And she starts crying again, but she's not hysterical now. And you can hear there is the light sound of somebody sobbing and saying, "Let me go." It does appear to be coming from that side of the room. Callum, you're in the room now. Everyone can come in the room now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to watch Bo and watch the hallway.
Kat, you see Kat come in the room after, and you can see the gimp suit lying dead on the hallway out there.
And I will put myself between the two of them and everyone else to try and block views of both Kat and whatever's in the hallway.
Well, since they went to the corner, they don't have the angle to look down the hall anymore. They're not on the bed.
But still, again, I know Kat
is bloody.
Was triggering.
She's bloody.
For them.
Her eyes are blood red, and she is borderline feral.
Behind the chest.
I'm going to the chest.
Since you said that, Kat, please hit the frenzy button on your character sheet.
Absolutely. That is no fucking successes.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Please, as the player, keep that in mind.
I will.
Okay.
Because I definitely feel it's appropriate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the edge. You all can see she's on the edge of her beast seizing the reins.
Behind the chest.
Okay, I'm going to the chest. See if I can move it, shift it.
It's very clever. Very well done. You don't even see a seam. But when you go and grab the chest of drawers and move it, it slides away on a hinge. The whole wall is hinged behind it. There is a room behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And in this room, you see a man. You recognize him a little bit from the description. Does it look like that? Written in the book.
Okay.
That's obviously, it must be Zach Delane. He's got Ashton in a chair in front of him, and he's holding a knife to Ashton's throat.
Kat's walking right in.
And as soon as he sees Callum, how many pints you think my fucking daughter lost, huh? I swear to God, I'll cut this fucker's throat. Don't push me. We'll see how many pints he has.
I'm not even hesitating when I go in the room.
Don't take another step or I'll fucking cut his throat. You monsters took my daughter from me.
I didn't take your fucking daughter. That was one monster, and he's being handled.
You're all monsters.
You
all
sent
do this.
Fucking dogs out as fodder. You sent a fucking starved ghoul out as fodder. You are the monster.
Vance gave him to me to do what I wanted.
Well, this is happening. Gwen is going to sneak up behind him and try and slit his throat.
So Gwen is slipping into the room.
Bo's going to stay with the two people. Seeing how Kat was, he wants to be between them and everyone else. So
Unseen passage. You still haven't given yourself away.
No.
Roll your Dex melee. He has no defense against it. I will roll no dice against you. Let's see how your rolls continue tonight.
Could I actually tell the two of them, do you have a way of leaving and get that and tell them to leave?
I mean, you can go back and tell them get out of the house.
I was with it. I did not follow down.
What, you can tell them to get out of the house.
Now's the time to go. If you're going to go, now's the time.
And I mean, Kat's back came through the room again. They take off bolting down the way that you all had entered. Of course, you do hear them scream at the dead guy at the in the gimp suit at the top of the stairs.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Gwen, 3 successes. You all see Gwen. He doesn't see Gwen at all. No one sees Gwen until, well, he's dead and he doesn't get to see it because just as calmly and smoothly, not a noise made as her blade comes out and cuts Zach's throat. He only manages to lightly cut Ashton's neck, not enough to really injure him. Barely a pinprick.
As soon as he is basically has been murdered, Kat will let out a roar that sounds just absolutely intense.
And Ashton immediately looks at Callum.
I'm rushing over to him.
He grabbed me at the restaurant. Hit me in the back of the head with something, and I woke up here, and he didn't even ask me questions. He just said that I was bait for the night.
He knew we were coming. I'm so sorry, my friend. Let's get you out of here.
Now, he's your ghoul. He's dealt with you before, so does he know if that you're kindred?
Yes.
Okay.
If he needs to feed,
No, he'll hear. The wounds are superficial. He wasn't
all right.
horribly damaged at all. It was pain inflicting, not permanently damaging, which
All right.
will heal quickly for a ghoul, very quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna release him.
This man, the blackmailer, lays dead at your feet. There is a computer in the room with him. It looks like he was using this as an office at some point.
And I'll share with Ashton that this is a guy that was blackmailing us. Do you hear anything that you feel might be important to us while you were here?
He just said he was going to make us pay for what happened to his daughter. He said that bastard Vance.
Yeah, that was tragic. Had nothing to do with us, unfortunately. But we have that situation in hand as well.
You all are left with an interesting difficulty. You have dead bodies in the house.
Oh, it ain't an interesting difficulty. Get the fucking computer and fucking set this place on fire.
And you have a wife and a kid
That's getting out.
that saw you,
Yep.
but
I can take care of that when we get outside.
If you can find them.
you
they're
better
gone.
catch them quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better catch them quick. 'Cause they're
Before-
gone.
Because otherwise they'll be gone before the duration timing of 5 minutes on cloud memory. Give me Dex Athletics, Callum. Let's see. They're panicked, but they're not exactly coordinated. And she's got a kid with her, which means she can't run at full speed because she's got to deal with the kid.
And was she thinking to grab anything else before she left? Maybe that's. I'm just running down the stairs, running toward the door. So, what was that? Dex Athletics?
Yeah, Dex Athletics. Let's just see if you can catch them. We'll see what you get. Three. You find them. They're at the base of the stairs, staring in horror at the two bodies that were left behind. At the base of the stairs, the two hunters.
Okay. And I will. Can I mesmerize them both at the same time, or
no? But you can look at each one and go forget, and you can cloud memory each one.
Yeah.
Once you've cloud memoried them, you can keep saying forget until all of you leave the place, and just continue that 5 minutes of blankness, and they won't remember shit.
Once I saw Callum go after them, I will ask for the car keys and go get the car.
Okay. The gate's open. You can pull the car right up.
I wouldn't yet. I'd wait till I get a message or something saying it's whatever business is taken care of or whatever.
Kat goes to the computer and takes the fucking computer.
Okay. Just a laptop.
Is there any other thing that would store information?
Like a file cabinet, anything.
There's a notepad that has some odd and ends written on it.
Take that. We're going to take everything that has any information in it.
The notepad, just scanning through it, there's mention of Kevin Hughes. It says, Nash gave him to me.
If you're rolling something, it didn't show.
Yeah. Yeah, it says,
put it on chat.
Yeah, Nash gave him to me. Kevin Hughes is the name. And then there's a note under it, making a note that his wife is upset at Kevin making noises, or Kelvin making, Kelvin Hughes. Kelvin is making noises in the basement. Then there's a note about gagging him in the basement. Then there's a note about need to dehumanize him because it's bothering me. Put him in a GIMP suit. And then there's a note, something has gone wrong with him. He's begun chewing his own lips off. It's obvious the guy that was in the hallway. This is all the descriptions of what happened to him.
Yeah, so they'll take that. Gwen was next going to go try and see where the guy came from, but I guess that answers that. Well, actually, Gwen might still go check to see where he was, so like the basement, just to see if there's anything else.
There's a door
there.
open that wasn't when you came
Yeah.
into the house. It's a basement door. Because looking down into the basement, yeah, it's a basement. Washing machine down there. Set of chains. Because I assume Callum's going to keep him cloud memory while Gwen looks over the
Yes.
place.
That's walking out. She's let Bo know to bring the car up so she can put the laptop and shit in it.
There's a set of chains hooked to reinforced bolts in the ceiling where dude was chained down here recently. It looks like the door to the basement was on some sort of automated opening and closing to where he had unchained him and hit a button to open the basement door to let him loose in the house. The guy planned ahead, but he was decidedly lacking in understanding what vampires are actually capable of.
Morals.
Yeah. Oh, he had no morals.
Okay. The last thing that Gwen is going to look for is see if there's like an office or anything anywhere.
That was the room that he was torturing Ashton in.
Okay.
You do notice in the
Figured,
kitchen, there is a set of flowers that looks like they've dried, but there's a card sitting in front of them. It just says, I'm sorry it happened. I'll make it up to you.
Okay.
I'm also- I apologize.
No, go ahead. I was basically.
I'm gonna call Natalia to have her come get Ashton and maybe grab a toy or something to distract the little girl.
Or the little boy.
The little boy.
Little boy, sorry.
Okay. Well, he's cloud memoried. He's glazed over. So until you stop cloud memorying him, he's just going to stand there kind of stupified. Because there's
Fine.
no rouse
So-
check. You can keep
I
cloud
mean, even
memorying a
so,
long
just
time.
leave something there. I mean,
Yeah. I was just trying to think of maybe
We don't
you
want to
know,
leave them in the house.
We're
right.
setting the
The
house. on
house
fire.
needs to be burned.
Yeah.
Which,
Right.
do any of us know how to do that in an efficient and safe manner?
I'm going to
Is
go
there
out to
a-
the
There's a
garage.
garage.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should call. Maybe we should call the HOA.
that might be.
Oh yeah. Fixers.
Cat's not making that call.
Gwen calls the HOA. She calls the hotline.
You going to call the hotline? You're going to call Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've got her direct number.
Yeah, we'll call Victoria.
Is Victoria, who's this? 'Cause
Gwen.
your numbers have changed recently again.
Yeah.
Gwen, new phone, I see.
Uh,
I guess I should have said new phone, who dis?
Not surprising given what's going on.
Okay, that doesn't sound good. What do you got going on?
Well, just resolving the problem y'all sent our way, which is actually kind of why I'm calling. We need to clean up.
Okay. What kind of, how messy of a cleanup?
Messy.
2 people. No, 4 people.
It's a 4-man job.
Give me the address.
Gwen gives it.
Somebody will be by.
Wasn't the intention to be this messy, but I think you know at this point who we've been dealing with.
Yes, I understand. It happens. And in situations like that with this particular problem, it's better safe than sorry.
There's also a mother and child as well. Callum's taking care of it.
I assume he's keeping them unaware.
Mhm.
Yes. But they're here.
There
Just
will
so
be
you know.
a man. You hear she stops for a minute. Take him about 10 minutes to get there.
Do you need us to wait?
Yes. He'll be short, rotund. When he arrives, you can leave.
You got it.
Anything else that I need to make sure doesn't get addressed?
We need to meet with her.
We'll need to meet with you at some point, but that's a given. Things are... Blackmailing situation is resolved.
And don't forget the noise we made.
Oh, there was a bit of noise too. They've just reminded me.
No noise?
Shots.
Shots, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll make a phone call. I'll make sure if they've dispatched somebody, they get rerouted.
Awesome.
It was fireworks.
Wild party. Party got out of hand.
Gas leak.
Just wait there. My man will be
Yeah.
to see you.
Okay. We'll be here.
And then the phone hangs up. And you wait. Callum just every once in a while looks at the kid and the mom when they start to react and goes, yeah, forget everything. And then they stop again. Cloud memory is a bitch sometimes when you think about it. And in about 15 minutes, a man does arrive. He is short, bald, like completely bald. He is round. It's not muscle. He appears to be a bit overweight. But as he comes up, he doesn't say a word to you all at first. He looks just at the building, looks
Kat's in
at the
fucking
woman.
car at this point. She's got her hand gripping the fucking steering wheel like it owes her fucking money.
And he starts just rubbing his chin. How many dead?
4.
4.
Or 2 dogs. And then those 2. And she gestures at the people.
I wonder, should we go with the classic gas leak or do we go with arson? I think tonight's a gas leak night.
I think we want less attention here.
Oh, no. The fire will deal with the evidence. A gas leak. Propane leak, as a matter of fact. That should work pretty well to deal with the problem. Big enough plot of land here, nothing else will catch fire. But the building, I'm afraid, won't make it.
It's an ugly building anyway.
Propane heater, perhaps. Let's see if he has one of those in the garage. That will help out. You can leave. I've got this. As for those 2, I would suggest you drop them off about 2 blocks from here with no memory.
Understood.
It'll be shock from the fire that caused them in the middle of the night to panic and run out. We'll be fine.
Yep. They will not remember how they got there.
Exactly. This will be fun. I enjoy this one. And you almost hear him chuckling to himself as he's heading over to the garage. Kat, you may be in the car white knuckling the steering wheel, but you can hear the guy's comments to himself. Victoria's got her a true firebug. A leashed firebug, but a firebug nonetheless. There is a gleam as he's going to setting about looking for something to start a believable fire.
Gwen just shakes her head and gets in the car.
You all pile up in the vehicle, and I'm going to assume you drop them off after Callum tells them to forget, and I'll turn it over to you all as you are in the car with just the 4 of you.
Kat's not talking.
Kat, would you like me to drive?
I got it.
Are there any other loose ends we should be worried about?
Not that I saw any indication of.
Where did he get Kevin Hughes from? And who's Nash? Do we know Nash? Someone's missing a ghoul.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's best that we talk about this while we're driving.
Aren't we driving now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're driving.
Yeah.
You dropped them off.
Okay.
I'm not going to have. I assume y'all don't talk about anything with the
No,
lady in the
nothing.
sun.
Nothing.
Yeah, I thought we were
No.
already driving
You
off.
were.
Yeah.
Kat's just not really talking.
Yeah. Bo's kind of.
She's in a
saying,
mood.
Gwen, your phone rings.
Gwen answers it.
Hey, Gwen. It's Victoria again.
Hi, Victoria.
I've been sent to pass a message that Manuel expects you at your hideout.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, he was on his way there. I relayed that you had dealt with some stuff, and he said that this is a good time to see your digs and check it. Those are his words. See your digs and check it out.
Well, we can't leave him waiting. Thanks for your help tonight.
No problem. I'm sure he'll enjoy himself dealing with the cleanup.
He seemed to have already started enjoying
Yeah,
himself.
he don't get to play often.
It's probably for the best.
He's one of what I call a redemption of mine. I steered him away from uncontrolled fires, and now he gets to do things for me. But guided.
Probably for the best.
Yes. He'd have burnt the city down by now otherwise.
I mean, he'd probably be dead by now before that would ever happen.
Perhaps. He's wily like that. You all
Seems.
enjoy your talk with Manuel.
Oh, I'm sure it'll go well.
Oh, he seemed in a good mood. Please keep him that way.
Always the intention.
And then the line goes dead.
Kat, you should go back to the company. Manuel wants to see us.
Already planning on it.
From what we've heard about Manuel, we need to be on. If I remember correctly, he reflects the mood given back to him.
Well, let me at least get cleaned the fuck up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I totally.
I recommend maybe more than just getting the fuck cleaned up. We need to do something to help you relax too. Because Bo's right. We go in hot, Manuel will be hot.
I'm not hot at Manuel. It'll be fine. I just need to get cleaned up.
Okay.
So where are you going to go to get cleaned up?
I'm sure we have a bathroom in the fucking office. I can clean up.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get there, I'll go to the bathroom. I'm sure I've got a change of clothes in the car or something. I can change.
And I'll let you all have a discussion on your way there if you want to decide how much you plan to tell him, what you plan to tell him, whatever you plan to say.
I mean, I'm not for keeping anything from him, particularly if he asks.
It's the job he asked us to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were given this to prove ourselves. Everything we did proves ourselves. Minus the fact we didn't think about the bodies in advance. That could have been better, but we handled it.
And we can ask him to take a look at, have someone take a look at the computer, see what we can get off of that.
unlike the other one, this one was unlocked.
Oh, so we can plug it in and snoop around?
It's still on.
Okay.
There's a laptop and it's still on.
Since
Yeah,
he didn't have any
Cat's-
file cabinets or anything in that office area, he probably keeps everything on his fucking computer.
While Cat's cleaning up, we can take a look at that.
Yeah.
Can I?
One of us can. Gwen can.
So, was there an extra camera in the room, or was he using the webcam?
He was using the camera on the laptop.
Yeah.
I'm assuming competence that we stopped it.
Oh, as
But we
soon as you
didn't
got out of
specify it.
range, it would have dropped off his network anyway.
His network wouldn't
Okay,
have.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been on the
That's
network
why
anyway.
we have a fixer there doing the cleanup.
And probably when Cat grabbed it, she closed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as you go to look at it and open it up, it come right back on. Dude didn't even have a password lock or anything. It just comes on.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
He had better security at the security firm than he did at home.
Very common.
That's true.
But Kat comes out of the bathroom and she's,
Well, when you pull up to your building,
Oh.
there's already a car out front, and Manuel is sitting on the hood of the car.
fuck. Y'all deal with it. I got to get cleaned up.
I got it. Wow.
It's good to see you all. I didn't want to go in without.
Oh, certainly.
Make yourself at home.
If you need to clean up, please do.
She
You
goes,
seem a bit bloody.
yeah, it was a night. And she goes in and she cleans up.
And I'll go to the door and open it and invite everyone in.
Interesting.
She's had a time today.
Apparently. Yes.
But we are certainly glad you wanted to pay us a visit, Mr. President.
And you can see that obviously just that little bit of being close to Kat before she gets cleaned up, he's kind of having a struggle of
What to present with?
where to be right now. He's kind of,
She wasn't being rude.
yeah, but
She was just a little
yeah,
short.
it's just at one corner. You can see his eye slightly twitching as if there's a war in him that he doesn't realize he's doing.
I'm going to do like, is there anything I can get you? I'm going to turn it on. Anything I can get you?
No.
I know it's late. Hopefully this is a good visit. Good
it
news.
is. I just wanted an update, and I happened to be not far from here, and figured since Victoria told me you had an update. I like updates. Updates are good. Yeah, let's go inside. I don't like to talk outside.
Of course. Please, after you.
And he walks in, and when he gets inside, it's not bad. It's a little bit better than the last time I came through this building.
Slow and steady progress.
I mean, I can see the point. It's not really used at night, but due to the nature of the business, there's probably a lot of different cars that park out just outside of you all. So it does lead a good amount of cover to all kinds of goings on.
Certainly.
Now, I'll wait for Kat, of course, because
And it takes her a few minutes, and she's changed and basically cleaned up the blood from her and put the rag in, the dispose of pile. And she comes out and
Manuel finds a table. And once again, like you've seen, like he was on the car, he just kind of props himself up on the table, kind of sitting on it, but letting his legs dangle a bit.
Kat just leans against the reception desk.
Ultra casual.
Yeah. Mr. President, I apologize. I was short. It has been a very upsetting night.
No, think nothing of it. It's fine. It's fine. But Victoria said you had a bit of a mess. She wouldn't go into details, of course, but what happened?
So we have nothing to hide. We discovered who the blackmailer was and tracked him to this location. And I would relay the address if he didn't have it. Upon arriving, we were immediately attacked by two Gould Rottweilers.
German Shepherds, actually.
German Shepherds. I apologize. German
Rottweilers
Shepherds.
would have hurt worse when they bit.
Yeah. That we unfortunately had to put down quickly due to what they were forced to do.
They were used as fodder.
It's a waste. It's a waste of blood, honestly. If I must say so myself.
We encountered a few other booby traps. Fortunately, nothing that really scarred us too badly. Encountered a couple of chump hunters.
They hang out at that bar that was in the house.
You know, I've been hesitant to move against them because we don't need the attention, but if they're involved in this scheme, I think it may be time for maybe time for that to be neutralized a bit. I really hate ordering that kind of thing, but if they're a problem, then we'll have to solve it.
Generally, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, but they're a problem because they can be manipulated.
They're being supported by a larger group as well, and that larger group has also started taking actions. I've been, drugged once and kidnapped another time by this larger group.
Let's back that up.
Yeah.
Put that in reverse a little. You were drugged, and first of all, how did they drug you? Drugs don't affect our kind.
This one did. Basically caused me a frenzy, but worse. They backed off real quick after that.
Everybody can give me wits, insight. No, detect lies doesn't apply to this.
Surge.
God damn, Gwen. Crit 7.
The urge to willpower it, but knowing I probably don't need to.
Crit 7. Nice. There's a brief kind of a quiver or twitch on the side of his mouth. After, you said it apparently does. He knows something that he's not sharing.
Manuel, I was attacked. In my own home, multiple times. Do you know something? And lore sheet?
Oh, you're going to break the lore sheet on the prince. Oh, you are definitely... Wow.
I fucking love Gwen.
Which one of the lore sheets is this one? This is the secrets one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the second dot.
Nope, that's acting on a secret. That's not the one. Try to find which one it was.
It's the third one then.
Yeah, nope, it's the first dot, because third dot's your beast.
Oh, you're right.
Yep, first dot. So basically it lets you get them to tell the truth. Okay. Rumors, really, just rumors. Nothing concrete, nothing I'd share, but I've heard talk that there's some very unnatural things coming out of the Second Inquisition these days. Things that are not possible, but are.
Do you know who my brother is?
I know. Who is your brother?
Grant Solomon.
I haven't heard that name.
Used to be FBI, but probably he's involved in this somehow.
So the FBI was
I'm
behind
assuming
blackmail?
No.
I don't think the
attack
FBI
on me. Anyway, I saw his brother directly.
Did you share anything about our kind?
Me?
Yes, you were taken. You
No.
were in their lair. You've been to the lair of the beast.
She wasn't interrogated.
No. I wouldn't do something like that.
Hmm.
If I did, they'd just fucking kill me.
As long as you're not sharing our secrets. It does seem odd if they took you and didn't ask you anything that is not normal.
I think they were planning on it, but I think given their previous experience and how it didn't really go well, they were taking more precautions. I got away when they were trying to take me somewhere. The car crashed and I ran then. I don't know what happened at that place, but my guess is they would have interrogated me there.
I've had the misfortune to deal with some Second Inquisition before. This recent incarnation of them, this version. Saint Leopold. The religious fanatics types. Definitely wasn't their style. Blackmail doesn't seem like the FBI style either. I'm not sure why they would take you and not...
The blackmailer had a daughter that was killed by Vance. He drained her enough blood that her brain was permanently damaged, and she died. That's why the blackmailer was doing it.
He has his resources from the group, though. That entire hunter cell is supported by
The feds.
Well,
Because they
then,
were using Fed equipment.
as much
Off-book feds.
much as I hate doing it, such a waste of life, potential anything, I'm going to have to order the elimination of them. I hate that kind of business, but if they're being used by other groups for nefarious means, I really don't enjoy this kind of work sometimes, but I will make sure that it is handled.
This guy claimed that Vance gave him a ghoul to do whatever he wanted with. He had starved the ghoul to the point of madness. I had to put it down.
I'm not aware of any of our people missing ghouls. Of course, they wouldn't tell me anyway.
Right.
That's
But
the unspoken rule. Your ghouls are your business as long as they don't.
between Vance attacking young, and I am being generous when I say women, giving up a ghoul for a certifiably insane human to do whatever they wish to after murdering said daughter of his. He is too high risk for us, Prince. And forgive me for not using president.
Please call me Manuel. Do not call me either one. We are in private.
Manuel, I'm going to speak to you very brass tacks here. Get the information you need from him, then put an execution order out.
And the bluntness with which Kat's talking, you even can see the ripple through his face as he's discussing with Kat. A delegation came to see me. A delegation of my people, but I'm not going to call them contractors. It is a group I have an agreement with. A group of agents of ours. They have requested his blood.
Good. I don't care who does it. It just needs to happen.
And I will. I told them I would think on it, and I will give them my reply after he gives us the information we wish.
I understand this may look bad upon Bella's work, but he is too problematic.
Hard choices have to be made sometimes, and you can't accept just anyone.
Exactly.
If we allow crimes to be escaped, crimes to go unpunished, we are not holding the city correctly. And I think everyone at this point sees this. Manuel has shifted. His whole demeanor is
He's
not
being
what it
very
was a minute
direct.
ago.
Yeah.
And Bo is trying to like keep the smile, the jovialness up, knowing it's not working.
We can't allow my city, my HOA to become a refuge for the despicable. That does
And
not
chronic breachers.
that doesn't set a precedent I like. That doesn't give a firm foundation for prosperity.
Absolutely. I typically will not be the one who is liaisoning for the group with you, Manuel, because as you see, I tend to be blunt.
There is a time for bluntness.
And this is it.
There is a time for politeness. There's a time to be hesitant. And there is a time for decisive action.
Exactly.
I agree. He is not what we want in this city.
Good.
Now I have to go. I'm going to get this in motion.
Manuel, thank you. I don't know if this was the update you were looking for, but all things considered, we tracked down the person blackmailing us. He was dealt with, and we have learned a lot in these last few days. So I do think there were a lot of successes that we should be, if not happy with, at least content with, knowing that information is being gathered.
The nature of blackmail means that you don't always know who the leverage is put to. You have solved this and it may benefit Vance, but I'm sure it also benefits others
He was trying,
less problematic in our city.
he was going to try to blackmail me.
We have his computer. We can see who all,
Yeah.
ideally, we can see who all haven't looked through it yet, but
I will take that.
All right.
If there is information on other kindred that you don't know about, I would rather their secrets be kept.
Absolutely.
Most certainly. Yeah, I mean, whose hands are it safer in than you, Manuel? Truly.
As a favor for the work we've done, if there's any information on that computer about his business, please pass that back to us.
I will. And if I find any information pertaining to you all, I will inform you it was on there and what was gathered.
Excellent. Thank
And
you.
please, especially regarding my brother, I would be forever grateful.
this may be asking too much. But after you remove all the information related to Kindred, could you give us the rest of the laptop back? Just so we can make sure we have everything related to his company.
I will have to consult my security group.
Absolutely.
I don't know what can be cleaned, what is going to be remaining. I am not a tech person. I have people for that.
Absolutely. I mainly, like Kat said, I'm interested in his company, and the more documentation we can have supporting a potential acquisition,
Absolutely.
and so I just don't want to miss anything.
I will remember that. The laptop, please.
And we pass it
Manuel,
on.
I have one request.
Time
I'd
is
like
short.
to know who did that to those dogs and gave them to that monster to use as he would.
And Kat gives him the laptop.
Manuel looks at you. If he was blackmailing, he may have been getting blood.
Mhm.
If he was giving blood, he could ghoul them himself.
Yep.
A blackmailer is a coward. He would not use the blood on himself. He would use it on guinea pigs.
Oh, he certainly didn't use it on himself. He went down like a paper tiger.
And he takes the laptop. I have business
Manuel,
now.
we've made a lot of requests of you. Before you go, is there anything
That
we can do for you now?
We
It would
will be
make-
in
it
touch
would-
if we need you with something.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your visit tonight. Speaking for all of us, we really appreciate it.
I wish it was better. A better situation.
We can't always pick those.
We'll have to arrange a better one then soon.
Yes. And
Love
you
to
see him
host you at the restaurant whenever you like.
turns and brusquely doesn't even wait for Callum to finish. He's still caught in the bluntness of the situation now
Mm-hmm.
as he leaves, leaving you all alone and with the blackmailer solved for sure. That's been dealt with. The prince has stated there was a delegation of all things that asked for his blood, which raises questions of another
I
type.
figure it's Sammy's people.
I turn it over to you all to discuss, well, the final scene of the night and to discuss where you're at now.
Honestly, Bo's jovialness turned sour. I asked one thing, and that could have gone so much better. And he looks and he leaves. And then he's gonna take out his phone and call Teddy and just say, please just talk. I just need to hear someone else's voice.
Okay.
And then before end of session, I'd like to use premonition.
Okay. Well, you can roll it now while the rest of the group talks after
Okay.
seeing Bo clearly upset.
What was that about?
I guess he didn't like that I was direct.
I mean this with no offense to you, but I don't know if there's another way you know how to act.
Exactly. I don't mince words about that. I am what I am.
I wonder who would want who out well, never mind. Everyone wants Vance dead.
True.
Pretty sure it's Sammy's people.
Gwen did not meet Sammy.
Mm.
Gwen doesn't
Yeah,
know
it's
about
like
Sammy.
Sammy.
Oh, it's one of Victoria's Thin Bloods that came by to see us last night.
And why would she want his blood?
Because we told her about the meeting we had with him and what he's done, and she definitely got upset by it.
I guess like who is she
I don't know.
there on behalf of? Like
Probably
Why'd
the
she
other
come?
Thin Bloods. I don't know. I don't know.
if there was a thin blood, I thought delegations were more external than just what
It
would
could
be
be.
related to the board.
I don't know. I don't do the political game.
If anyone wants to roll intelligence politics, they're free to.
I will indeed. Shockingly enough, you know what? We're gonna search again.
That's his cat rolled something that I didn't even see dice. I don't know what it's doing tonight. Gwen 4, not
Hold
bad.
on, willpower and
Burning up
Didn't
that
matter.
willpower.
hey, it's like the last scene of the session. I haven't used max. I'm gonna use it.
4. He said he didn't want to call them contractors. That does suggest there's an arrangement with an outside group that may be performing these services for him and Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen will say as much. A lot of contract work going around in this city.
Look, however he runs his shit is how he runs his shit. As I told him, I don't care who does it, as long as it's done. Hell, for once, it'd be nice to have a night where I don't have to murder someone.
Why don't you go home, Kat? Spend some time with your family.
That's a good idea.
Sounds like you need it.
Good night, y'all. And she just walks out the door.
Hops in her car
And
and
Callum's gonna step outside and see if Bo's outside.
And Gwen just kind of shrugs. She's like, okay, I guess I'm here then.
did Bo get in the car or anything, or is he still outside on the phone talking?
He's just walking.
So you'd see him down the street.
Okay. And I'll step back in. Just let Gwen know that he's still chatting on the phone.
I mean, do you want to go talk to him?
I will. I'll give him his time. Catch up with him in a bit. How are you doing?
Decently, all things considered.
Yeah. Drugged, kidnapped, dropped into an ambush.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Honestly, seems even more dangerous than Chicago was, and how we were used as live bait then. But I guess there's benefit here.
Well, as always, I have space for you if need.
Appreciated. I need to go get a new house, so we'll see what happens. But I do think I might invest in some guard dogs after this. A lot less conspicuous than guardsmen.
True.
A yeoman with a horde of dogs doesn't stand out, especially one as small as me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna call Natalia, see how Ashton's doing, see if they need anything, and then I'll catch up with Bo.
Hopefully he's not traumatized too much.
Well, this whole thing, you mean Ashton?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping he'll be fine. He's strong.
I mean, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there, I guess.
I'm actually a little more concerned about Bo and the effect that his brother is having on him.
I don't know. I wonder why his brother took this path. I know that something happened with Bo's parents, and it honestly makes me wonder if his brother knew something about what happened.
Something that I haven't pressed for, that kind of information. But to see him like this is outside of his normal demeanor and how he handles situations.
Didn't expect the polite Toreador to walk out, I'll be honest.
Not at all.
Well, let me know if you need anything, Callum. I'm here.
Sure. And if anything changes, just come to the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed that I find a safe place to live now. Well, I guess nothing may be safe until Bo's brother is taken care of.
Right. you need some help looking, let me know.
Will do. Night,
And I'm gonna-
Callum. Good luck with Bo.
Thanks. Good night. And I'll start walking toward where I saw Bo last. And while I'm walking, I'll call Natalia just to check on Ashton.
Okay. And as everybody separates into the night, Ashton, he's a Venture's ghoul. The wounds were superficial. He'll be fine. Trust me. Trust the storyteller on that one. It's been a rough, just over a week is all this has been. But I think you've all shown, Manuel, that when given a task, you not only pursue it, you handle it quickly and deal with the problem rather than let it set. And with the blackmail's threat ending, though there's still another threat of what's with Grant Solomon. Why was Gwen taken but not interrogated? This is where we're going to end. Season 1, Episode 9, everybody. Yes, Bo. Your
What about my premonition?
That's right. What did you get?
Three.
Sorry. Thank you. Always
3
good to
successes.
remind me. Feel free to interrupt me when I forget something like that. 3. As your vision shifts, it's only brief. It's a small vision. But you see something covering your own eyes. It's all blackness. And then, as if something's moved, the world is revealed once again to you. As you are walking down the street.
Not ominous at all.
This is where we end the episode. I'd like to thank my players. First of all, I want to say good job in dealing with the blackmailers. I know there were some jokes in Twitch chat. There was jokes even amongst the cast about the ineptness of the ones you were going up against.
Mm-hmm.
Hunters that have no clue about
Yeah.
what they're actually facing
Yeah.
don't have the means to deal with vampires. The rake was the deadliest part of the whole attack, honestly.
Yeah. And luckily it missed.
Yeah.
Or at least didn't hit anything vital.
This is an example of a smart man, but didn't know what he was actually facing.
Right.
It would have worked well on mortals,
Mm-hmm.
not on Kindred. And he also underestimated how angry Kindred get when you take one of their goals from them. How angry Kindred get at what they feel is an abuse of the blood.
Yeah.
And I think it shows pretty well what went on with this one. They're going to have to up their game if they plan to threaten this coterie with Brush League hunters.
Yeah.
Going to need a lot more than that.
Gonna need more than 2.
And you got to get, and everyone got a little more experience, the whole group, with Manuel and his personality shifts. How he shifts back to what he was dealing with. And a part of me says, I think Kat made the right decision to switch back to blunt mode rather than allow him to be
Continuing to hem and haw.
about how to deal with things. You have a prince of the city that can be easily manipulated that way.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I think people are going to get something they didn't expect when they try it.
Right.
Tonight, I think it worked in your favor.
Oh, it wasn't even meant as a manipulation. She was just going to be very blunt with him.
That is a dangerous game. But this is a chronicle about risk and reward. So thank you to the players and the viewers. Players, you all get 3 XP tonight, not 2.
Ooh.
You get your base 2, but because you closed the blackmail storyline and you finish that storyline, I will give you a bonus for that. So everybody gets 3 for running that to task. And yes, it's been very hectic for this group in this first season. We will talk about, there's a number of reasons why, and we will discuss that during the Q&A, which is in 2 weeks. Next week is our season finale, everybody. Expect revelations on a number of fronts. And I think Bo's premonition is related to that now, isn't it? The mask and the blinders are coming off. The blindfold is being removed. And you will see the world again in a new light. So please, everybody, join us on our Discord. The cast of this show comes from our Discord. The cast of all of our shows come from the Discord. As a matter of fact, we just had a casting call close right before this stream started. Mama had a Monster Heart, or not Monster Hearts, I was saying Monster Heart. Mama had a Monster of the Week that was open. And guess what? That has
The bot
closed.
is not working.
It was before stream.
It's shut down.
I know. Relaunched the program. It
I
closed.
will.
Because it was running before stream. I tested it before stream and it was running.
It literally shut down.
Yeah.
Hang on, y'all.
We run the bot locally so we don't have the problems with running it on the cloud server. And now it's all of a sudden having problems.
Decides to shit the bed.
Yeah. Because I tested it pre-stream and it was working. So
And no, it's not.
give her a second to let it start up and then we'll test
And then
it.
connect.
Yep. Hopefully it works. Otherwise, I'll just go through the spiel and y'all just won't get links. Most of the things we link, honestly, we have linked to other places. So let's give it a second. It takes a second for the bot to come up.
Okay, it says streamer client connected, bot client connected.
There you go. Now do the command.
All
It'll
right,
work.
let's see if it works.
There we go. Now the bot's working. So join us on the Discord. We cast all the shows from there. We've got a good group of people. We haven't been doing our Zoom hangouts like we used to because, frankly, between this stream and and multiple streams in a week and everything else going on, it just hasn't worked. Though I suspect we might do one New Year's Eve like we've done in the past.
Yeah, to celebrate New Year's.
To celebrate New Year's for those that aren't going out.
Mhm.
If you are going out, don't feel the need to pop into our Discord just to hang in the Zoom with us. Don't do all that. Go out and have fun. We've got kids and we're not going out.
We
as
don't
much.
go out.
Yeah. Please, you want to catch our back episodes? Check our friends or YouTube. That's my brain's still fried. Check out our YouTube. That's where all the back episodes of this Chronicle is, of where the Windy City that was finished, Demon. Mom and I were actually talking about Demon earlier tonight.
Mhm.
We are coming back for season 3 in case
We
anyone's
just don't
wondering.
know when yet.
We just don't know when.
So you need to be on our Discord so you get this ahead of time.
Yep.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, Uber Jager there that just gave out a bunch of gift subs, that's Callum. Thank Callum directly, everybody. Thank you, Callum, for handing out some gift subs to people. Yes, but we are coming back with a season 3 of Demon. We don't know when yet, but Mom and I both agree the players like it, the viewers like it, and it's a good break from more power constrained games.
Yeah.
Once in a while, you want a game
just
where you
wanna
can
cut
flex.
loose and just break everything.
As Gwen's smiling about it, because yes, she's gonna flex. She loves to flex in that one too. So, yep, we will be back for season 3 of Demon. We've got our Wraith. I mean, just check out our YouTube. We've got over 400 stream
Monster
sessions.
Heart season 3 win. No, there is no more seasons with that group or those characters that went from season 1 to season 2 with Monster Hearts and the new folks that were in season 2 of Monster Hearts. I am done with that story now. There may be more Monster Hearts in the future, but it's going to be a minute because I kind of feel like I've done that. Next, I'm going to be, over the course of 2024, I will be running a monthly Monster of the Week serial game. So it's going to be episodic. Every session is going to be its own contained episode where it's a monster hunt that these monster hunters are going after. And it's going to be set in different locations with different monsters every month. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Not as like Shanky does with, one continuous story. It's a different type of game.
Yeah, it's a different type of game.
Good thing is come to the cast Q&A. You could always ask, what people want to run next, what they plan to run next, what people want to play in next. Because
come to our Zoom and hang out
Yep.
with us for that when we do those.
Yep,
So,
those
yeah,
two.
Because we are happy to talk about that in Zoom
Yep.
with the community.
If you want to catch some Call of Cthulhu or D&D 5e, go to Ishbel. That's our wonderful Dr. Tiss, our British DM. So, and Ravenous Archon can bite my shiny metal ass. Those in Twitch understand. Bite my shiny metal ass. Because I'll tell you, I have nothing but good things to say about Callum.
Back on topic.
Yep. You want to see some amazing content creators? Check out our friends list. One of them right over there, right there. Yep. This time she didn't have to be rescued by the group.
No.
She managed to work her own freedom, but I think she didn't tell everybody the full extent of how she got away. I wonder when that'll come out.
Of course she
I
didn't.
told everything that mattered.
I was so tempted to do a bullshit check, but
Yep.
It will always go off with Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen's walking around constantly bullshitting people.
Oh, yeah.
right.
It's just constant with her.
Gwen, you had an
just
amazing
assume
night
I'm being
tonight.
lied to
You know what?
She doesn't
Everybody
lie.
gets another XP tonight.
by omission.
I'm giving everybody one more XP.
So we get 4 XP?
Yep, I'm giving one more to everybody because of Gwen's rolls. Holy shit, Gwen.
Holy shit, Gwen. You were rocking and rolling tonight.
8s,
Crazy.
9s, 11s, crits here and there. This was your night.
Crazy.
I'm giving everybody another bonus.
And tonight's probably going to inspire Kat to get some animalism.
Yep, 4 to everybody. See? I reward players when you have a good night like that and everybody worked with it, used it. I mean, it was a good night. If you want to give something to the players, bits and donations, they go to the players. They don't go to the studio. We only keep the taxes because, well, we get taxed all to hell, but that's just thank you, Uncle Sam. But if you want to give to the studios, you subscribe on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, comment on the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications, all that good shit. Or you can go over our KoFi, pick one. So, check it out. And if you want to get some merch, go to our Zazzle store. I'll be honest, we don't really make money off Zazzle. Our merchandise is so not marked up based on what the base price is off them that we've yet to make any money off it. We haven't hit, I don't know if we've hit the payout amount from that, but we're not doing it for money.
Oh, no, we haven't. It's been years and we still haven't hit the payout amount yet.
We have it set to the minimum markup.
Yeah,
so.
I don't even increase the markup. I think I've only increased the markup on one thing. That's it. But and that's just barely an increase.
Yep. So you do all that. I think I'm done my part. Mama now can give the schedule.
Yeah. So thanks, y'all. Join us next week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Changeling the Dreaming Stained Glass. Y'all, that game is so much fun, y'all. Junie is still going to be visiting family, so we will not have our noble Lady Redcap with us, but we will continue investigating this sus-ass device that...
Her damn name is Honey Badger.
Her name is Honey Badger. Noble, yeah.
Don't forget, yeah. You want to, trust me, you want to watch the change.
It's a lot of fun, y'all. It's a lot of fun. It is. I love Red over there playing Ace. Just perfect curly.
Making Ravner's Marcon just punch random people and things.
Yeah.
It's so good. So join us at 8 p.m. Wednesday for that. And of course, join us Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern for the finale of season 1 of Kansas City, A Domain Divided. And our Giovanni lawyer will be back with us for that session.
Yeah, I can't wait till y'all explain what happened. Don't forget to explain to him the GIMP suit.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Kat is done. She is done.
First rule of GIMP
She has
Club, you don't talk
literally had
about
to
GIMP
be
Club.
muscle almost every fucking night in the past week with this coterie and game time. She is fucking done.
There are reasons behind this season. Ask it on the Q&A. We'll talk about it. Everyone will give their thoughts on the whys of this season. So
Yeah.
yep. And Red, let people know what you got going on so that they can, I mean, we already linked your site, but let people know so they know what they're in for.
Yeah, so I typically stream on Sundays in the afternoon, and I usually do creative stuff. With the holidays, though, that's not happening. But I think the weekend after New Year's, look at the date. I don't know the date. But then I'll be streaming then, and I'll be probably riding with my friend Pixie Parker.
7th.
Yep, 7th.
There you go. I had to look it on my thing here. Bo down there, house, man of 1,000 faces. That you showed one of them as you stormed out tonight. Woo! Yeah.
Woo!
What you got going on?
The final episode of the Fantastic Four podcast, the #1 Fantastic Four fan casting podcast on the internet, recorded its final episode yesterday with the intention of dropping on December 29th. So be on the lookout December 29th for the final episode of the Fantastic Four podcast, the #1 Fantastic Four fan casting podcast on the internet.
For those that don't know what he does, it is really a series of what if this director directed Fantastic Four.
Who would be cast in it? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of movie?
We write our own pitches for what those movies would look like.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
The final. Yeah.
Final.
Yep. The final. So, and as always, everybody, I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want you to take your mental health seriously. I want you to take the mental health of others seriously. Please check in on those around you, especially in this holiday season. It's tough on people. Some people, they want to go see their family and can't. Some people don't want to see their family and feel they have to. First of all, I want to tell you, you don't have to.
No, you don't.
Unless you're stuck living with them. And even then, lock yourself in your room. Don't deal with your family if you don't want to deal with them. That's a fact. Boundaries are important.
Fuck yeah, they are.
Establish them. But if you suffer from mental health, first of all, it's okay to not be okay. Suffer from mental health, not just mental health issues. You just suffer from mental health. That's a mood. Please reach out to your support network. And if you don't feel you have one, because I understand fully that it's tough for people to admit to others that they struggle sometimes. In chat's a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be a professional on the other end of the line that'll help you out. If you're not in the U.S., like I know a number of our viewers are not, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to findahelpline.com. If you're one of the few people who watch to the end of the video and don't just immediately go to the next one when we get to the episode over. I see the watch times. I see when everybody drops off at the end.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It happens.
That's all right, though.
Yep.
It's fair.
It's your time. Do with it what you want.
Yep.
That's respecting boundaries right there.
Yep.
But seriously, go to findahelpline.com, put your country that you're in. You will get all the helplines that you need. Okay?
Yeah.
Please take care of yourself.
Do take care of yourself.
And I mean it. And I want Mama now to give her portion so that we can end this, this exciting episode, I guess.
Y'all, I got double vaxxed today. I'm feeling like I've been beat the hell up and left on the side of the road for dead, but I'm still playing this game.
And she made the hunters feel that pain too. Mm-hmm. Gimp Soup got a fist of claws in the stomach.
But yeah, seriously, get vaxxed, y'all. Get vaxxed. I promise you, it don't hurt that bad. It really don't. At least not when she stuck me. It hurts now, but that's okay. I'll get through it. So please, please, please get your vaccines if you haven't. Get boosted. Flu and COVID are not ever going to go anywhere. They're viruses. We haven't even learned how to kill the common cold virus yet. So we sure as hell aren't going to get rid of either of those. So please get your vaccines, okay? That helps keep you safe. That helps keep your loved ones safe. Please, please, please. And if you're traveling over the holidays, please be safe. Please. Okay, weather can be yucky in some parts of the world. Drivers be what they are, okay? Just be safe. Be safe, okay? Said with love.
And for those that celebrate Christmas, have a good Christmas. Be safe. For those that need it, that follow the Festivus for the rest of us, have a good Festivus.
And Happy Yule, y'all.
Happy Yule. Whatever you happen to do for the holiday, please make it a good one. For me, the holiday is I'm off Monday. That's important to me. So I do thank you all. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.